Watch yourself.
Are you sure you're not talking cubicles?
Yeah, I'm sure. Each and every one of us is going to have his or her own office. Hi. Oh, good. They're making some headway. The place is destroyed.
They're making a mess. Offices with doors?
Of course, with doors.
Doors we can shut?
Do I make that much noise?
Yes, you do. What about windows?
You planning to daydream?
No, me? Come on, I thrive on natural light.
I see. It'll be nice to have all that privacy, won't it?
Privacy? I don't even remember what that's like.
Well, we're going to have to learn again, aren't we? Because we got plenty of space here. Come on, I'll show you. Oop. Sorry. Let's see here. Here we go. Here's the reception area.
Wait, right here?
Yeah, right here. Of course, right now it looks like London after the Blitz. And over here, they're going to build a conference room.
A conference room? Like real lawyers?
Yeah, a bona fide conference room. What we're going to do is we're going to take what was Nicole's workroom.
Sorry.
It's just that I remember how happy she was when we first found this place. And now she's just given it all up.
You sure you're not having second thoughts about the changes?
I don't know about you, but I'm getting real tired of conducting business out of a closet.
I was talking about Nicole.
I know. And I was changing the subject.
Right. So when do you think this place is going to be finished?
Well, judging by the looks of things, late 1990.
You're joking.
I hope so. Why don't we ask one of the workmen here? Listen, you know what the timetable is on this job?
What?
What the hell are you doing here?
I'm working. You got a problem with that?
Mitch, you there?
Who is it?
Frank and Frank.
Yeah, just a second.
I'm sorry to bust in on you like this, but I finally got something on Lucas.
What is it?
You won't believe this. He spent the morning over at Iris Wheeler's place.
I know that.
You do?
They're doing business. I'll fill you in. What else?
He drove over to Rachel Corey's place.
To Rachel's?
Yeah, I left him there about half an hour ago. Do you think that's business too?
I don't know about that.
Well, considering the way Rachel and Iris feel about each other, I thought that that was pretty interesting.
Sounds more than that.
I wonder what his game is.
I don't know, but we're gonna find out.
You knew my husband. Well,
You sound surprised.
I thought I knew most of his close associates. I worked with him.
He never mentioned my name.
Not that I know of.
I met Mac years ago in Caracas. We invested in the same oil venture. It was very profitable.
And you kept in touch?
To compare notes, and our paths would cross from time to time.
Not in Bay City.
No, unfortunately not. I'm sorry we had never met before.
Yes.
I was in Europe mostly, Geneva and London. And we kept in touch, and so naturally, when I came here, he was the first person I called.
Well, I'm sorry that you weren't able to reach him. He had left.
I did speak to Mac.
When?
I called him in Maine.
In Maine.
I spoke to Mac the night before he died.
Hey, good looking. Oh. What are you doing?
I'm being supportive.
You are?
I'm leaving you alone.
I noticed.
Hey,
Hey, what?
you had your way with me. Now it's time for you to go to work.
Oh, I was. Actually, it's more accurate to say I was trying to work.
Isn't that why I left you alone?
No, it didn't have the desired effect. I still can't seem to concentrate.
Maybe I shouldn't have distracted you before.
That's not the problem.
Oh, what is
It's nothing.
Sam?
It's being here in this house.
I really appreciate you moving in here.
And if it helps your mom having the two of us around, that's fine. But
We're used to having our own lives, I know.
yeah, I'll get used to it.
We're gonna have to make sure we don't lose track of each other.
It's a big house, Amanda. It's not that big.
I mean, I'm gonna tell everybody to realize that we need time alone.
Well, from what it sounds like, you're not going to have any time at all.
Boy, you are really blue, aren't you?
Well, it's just all the change. You know, I kind of like the way things were.
Well, maybe this will cheer you up.
What, old newspapers?
Old New York newspapers.
What?
I'm gonna clip your reviews. I decided to start a scrapbook
No,
for Allie.
no, don't do that.
Why not?
Because I don't want to save any reviews, all right? Ever.
All right. Sorry.
Look, it's just that, I mean, hey, what do reviewers know anyway?
They know that you're good.
But, you know, look, you start reading reviews, you start looking over your shoulder, you try to please some critic. It just doesn't work that way.
I know you feel like that.
I do, all right? I do. I just need some other kinds of inspiration right now, all right? That's good. Keep doing that. That helps.
Are you all right?
You were probably the last person who talked with him.
I know. I realized that when I read about his death.
How did he sound?
He sounded good. He sounded fine.
Really?
Very positive.
About everything? What did you talk about?
Corey Publishing mostly, about investments and what he wanted to do with the company.
Oh,
He said he wanted to get back to work. He also said that he missed you desperately and wouldn't be staying in Maine too much longer.
I see. And what else?
That's about it. I'm sorry I'm upsetting you.
I'm very grateful to learn whatever you have to tell me. I was so far away. I have been trying to piece the last week together.
I understand that.
Did he tell you why he had decided to take the trip? Aside from the fact that he wanted to get away from work for a while.
He didn't talk to you about that?
Yes, he talked to me about it. I was just curious as to whether he talked to you about it.
It was a vacation, wasn't it?
I don't know. Apparently, there were some things I didn't know about my husband's life.
Actually, it was the other way around. She called me.
Iris called you?
She was very direct. Could you find a towel for me?
Sure.
She wants me to do some photography on a campaign for a magazine that she's starting, something called Sophisticate. Lucas is going to be a creative consultant.
Well, you'll be on the inside. That's a lucky break. Lucas knows Iris hired you.
I don't think there's a lot that he doesn't know.
Maybe. And you'll be able to do your own investigating now.
Yeah, but I still want you working on it.
Why? You already know more than I do, and I've been tailing the guy for days.
I only know what he wants me to know. As long as I'm around, he's going to be looking over his shoulder.
Okay, it's your money. I just hope I can come up with something useful.
Look, you will, but just stay low. I don't want him. I don't want Felicia knowing anything about this.
Hey, I'm a fly on the wall.
Anything since the 4th of July incident?
Nope. All's quiet on the Western Front.
Good, Frankie, just stay out of trouble. Don't get hurt.
Don't worry. I have a hunch who's behind that little bomb scare, and it isn't Lucas. Oh, by the way, did you develop that film I shot during the stakeout?
Yeah, they're right here, but I didn't find anything of interest.
Let me see. Hey, wait a minute. There is something.
What is it?
I need the red light.
Frankie, hi. Lisa,
you two up to?
Derek is working for Frame Construction now.
Oh, I don't suppose you had a clue that he was assigned here, though.
Well, not that it matters. No, I didn't, but he just started.
What's your problem, Winter?
My problem is I want quality work around here.
Oh, you get it.
I'm talking professional, not day laborer. You mind telling me your qualifications?
Yeah, I mind.
Cass, he has done construction all over the country.
How do you know? Did he mail you his resume?
No, but he fixed my bedroom door.
He what?
Yes, it was off the hinges, and Derek, he knows what he's doing, Cass.
That's what I'm afraid of.
Look, Charlene Frame hired me. She figured I could handle the job. You got a problem? Take it up with her.
Fine, I will.
Fine. I had some work to do upstairs.
Would you put your shirt on, please?
What are you doing?
What?
Every time Derek is around, you go right for him.
So? It seems you're always there to protect him.
Yeah, from you.
Something is going on between you two, Stacy.
Cass, listen to yourself. Something is going on between you two. What are your qualifications? Where have you worked before? I mean, what are you going to ask him for next? His papers?
Is that what I sound like?
Cass, you make the Spanish Inquisition sound like some kind of get-together.
I'm sure Mac told you everything that was important.
Maybe he didn't have a chance to.
Oh, you surely don't think.
I don't know what to think. I feel as though something's missing, as though I don't know the whole story.
The doctor said that
I know what they said.
You don't believe.
I don't know what to
Oh,
believe.
Rachel, there you are.
Right where you left me.
Well, am I interrupting anything?
No, I guess not. This is Lucas. Lucas, this is my mother, Ada Hobson.
Mrs. Hobson?
Mr. Lucas, how do you do?
Just Lucas.
Just Lucas.
Lucas was a business associate of Mac's.
Oh. Well, I wish we could have met at a happier time.
So do I.
We all loved Mac very much, and we're all going through a very hard time right now, especially Rachel.
Yes, I think I should leave. I hadn't meant to stay this long anyway.
I'm grateful you came over.
Thank you. I'm running a little late. May I use your phone?
Yes, it's right over there.
Thank you.
Oh, hi. Hi, Mom. Who is that guy?
That's Lucas. He's a friend of your father's.
Right. Now, I'll be turning off my beeper. I'll be in a meeting, and I'll check back with you. And that matter we spoke of, I want it taken care of immediately. Right. Rachel, I'll be leaving now.
All right, fine. This is my daughter Amanda and her husband Sam Fowler. This is Lucas.
Hi. My condolences.
Thank you.
I'll be one of the many people who will miss your father.
Well, thank you very much for coming by.
And I'll be staying at the Love Tower if you need anything.
Thank you.
Bye-bye, Mrs. Hobson.
Just Lucas?
Actually, I'm trying to steal your husband away from you, and I'm not getting anywhere.
Sorry. What are you really doing here?
Frankie was returning some photographs.
Right. The ones that helped identify Nicole.
You know how grateful I am to you. At least I hope you do.
Well, why wouldn't I? You tell me every single time
Well,
you
I
see
mean
me.
it every time I see you. Listen, I understand you've teamed up with Winthrop and Edwards.
Yeah, it's official.
Good. How's it going? I mean, any new exciting cases?
Yeah. Nothing to rival yours, anyway. Not yet.
Must be fun working with Cass.
It's an experience.
He's not himself these days.
Oh, yeah? Who is he?
You be patient. You'll see it'll get better. Nobody in the world makes me laugh the way Cass does.
I'm gonna have to take your word on that one.
He has a lot of good qualities. Now, remember that.
Okay. Well, you know what? I had better check in with the office or I'm going to unleash some of his not-so-good qualities. Okay, I'll see you later. Okay. Thank you, Mitch.
See you later.
Okay.
So what brings you here?
I got some news. I'm trying very hard not to get too excited about it.
Some good news?
Yes, Lucas has a lead on our daughter.
What did he find out?
This detective that he hired discovered a small agency just outside of Chicago.
The one that placed your baby?
Yes, this particular agency worked with the captain that took her away, so I've got my fingers crossed.
What do you want to do?
Lucas made an appointment for us to meet the current administrator.
Us, both of you.
Yes, in about an hour. I'd love it if you'd come with me. Can you get away?
If you can give me 1 minute.
I can? Great.
Did Lucas say anything else?
No, not that I remember.
Well, you would have remembered this. Iris has hired Lucas.
Hired as what?
Creative consultant on our new magazine. Iris said she wanted Lucas to be in charge of her Fresh Faces campaign.
So, Sophisticate's been in the works for a while, then?
Well, it looks that way.
He had to be meeting with Iris. I wonder why he didn't mention it to me.
Well, he doesn't seem to be the most open to people.
I guess he does play his cards pretty close to the vest. Maybe I should warn him about her, do you think?
I don't think that's necessary. Her reputation's hardly a secret.
Yeah. What did she say when you turned down her job offer?
I didn't.
What do you mean you didn't?
I accepted it.
How could you go to work for her?
Honey, I couldn't turn it down.
Yes, you could turn it down. You don't even like her. You certainly don't trust her, Mitch.
It meant a lot of money. It was a good move.
Oh, right. Since when did you care about prestige? Tell me.
A challenge, and I get to stay here in Bay City.
You know what? I'm starting to get this little picture.
Are you?
Yeah, and I don't like it very much, not at all. You're only taking this job so you can spy on Lucas.
Well, I like to think of it in terms of getting to know him better. That is what you want, isn't it?
Hi.
Hi.
Listen, I'm sorry about the way the Cass acted.
No, forget it.
No, he shouldn't have said those things.
Yeah, well, I don't give a damn what he says, okay?
Come on, you don't have to pretend with me that you don't get hurt.
I don't pretend.
I know you feel things. I've seen how you react when people judge you.
That's just my temper.
Oh, come on, Derek.
No, ask your brother. He'll tell you.
You guys just got off to a bad start.
It's a hell of a lot more than that.
Okay, so you both wanted to help Felicia out, and you ended up at cross purposes. Look, that's over with now, and you can start to get to know each other.
That's not the problem.
Then what is?
You.
Me?
Cass doesn't want you around me.
How do you know that?
He told me.
He did?
Yeah.
What exactly did he say?
He told me to stay out of your life.
When did he say that?
The night of the big party on the boat. He thinks that I'm gonna hurt you.
Well, I don't care what he thinks. It's my life, and I want you in it.
Listen, you guys, it's awful hot. Why don't you break early? Here, go crazy.
Ah, party for one.
I thought you were tailing Lucas.
I was, but now I'm looking for you.
Well, you found me.
Mind if I pop this up?
Help yourself.
Thanks. I just saw Mitch.
And?
And I need a consultant before I get back on the job.
You want my advice?
And I need to show you something.
Wait a minute. Does this have anything to do with Lucas?
Not exactly.
If this is more of that wild theory that Nicole is out to get you...
Look at these. These were shot on the 4th during the stakeout.
Well, they look routine to me.
Now check out the cars.
This is yours, right?
All right, see this one? It's here in this shot. And here it is again. And here it is again.
So?
So, these were shot over a 6-hour period.
You mean the car was parked there all day? What a shock, Frankie.
Cass, look again. Isn't that Nicole's car? I think this pretty much clinches it.
Clinches what?
Nicole threw that cherry bomb, I know it.
Frankie, lots of people have cars that look like that.
Oh, 2-seater sports cars that cost more than I make in a year, huh? You got any dip?
It's a coincidence. No, I don't have any dip.
Oh, I suppose it was a coincidence that it was parked there the entire time I was there where I couldn't see it in my rearview mirrors.
Yes, I think that it could have been a fluke.
Well, I don't. Look, Cass, I have a feeling about this.
Oh, stop the presses. She has a feeling.
Hey, I almost got my eardrums blown out, you know?
I'll take you off this case if it's too much for you,
No,
Frankie.
it isn't too much for me. Look, Cass, I know you don't want to hear this, but it's possible that Nicole is not playing with a complete deck.
Not only is that absolutely ridiculous, but I am astonished at your lack of sensitivity.
It's something that we should consider. I mean, if she has gone over the deep end, it would be better if we do something about it now rather than later.
Rather than when? What?
Before she hurts somebody else.
Why don't you just stick to Lucas? Do your damn job.
Fine.
What have you got on him?
He spent the morning at Iris Wheeler's place, and then he went to see Rachel.
Okay, I'll talk to Rachel. Why don't you see if you can get into Iris's place and try and find out what the connection is between Iris and Lucas.
Now, how do you expect me to do that? That place is sealed up tighter than Fort Knox.
Here's your pass.
What is this?
Iris's appointment book. I've been saving it for a rainy day. You can give it back to her.
It should get me in.
Tell Vivian Cass sent you.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Look, Cass,
What now?
if I get the dirt on Lucas, do I get my own office?
Get out of here.
You look a little tired. Why don't you take a nap?
Why did you stop my conversation with Lucas?
Do you have to ask?
You practically asked him to leave.
And you practically told him that you thought that Mac's death was mysterious.
I think it was.
I know you do, but I think you should be a little more careful about confiding in a complete stranger.
Do you think this is all in my head?
I think you're looking for answers.
Mom, a man walks into this house. He's a total stranger to me. I've never met him before. And yet he tells me that he's a good friend of Mac's. Obviously, there's a lot that I don't know that's going on.
That's very possible. It's possible that Mac had a lot of friends and knew a lot of people that you didn't know anything about.
But not a good business associate. I would have known that. That wouldn't have been like Mac.
Oh, look who's here.
Hello.
Allie, oops. Let's take a look. Hang on.
I didn't know she was up from a nap. I didn't hear her cry.
Oh, she's in a great mood. I thought we could take advantage of it. Why don't we all go out to dinner?
Yeah, what do you guys say?
Sounds good to me. Sharky has been dying for us to come to the restaurant.
No, not tonight, okay?
Oh, why not?
Because I thought we'd have dinner out on the terrace.
Oh, you did?
Yes. Cold poached salmon.
Daddy's favorite.
We always used to eat on the terrace on summer nights like this. I thought that's what we'd do tonight.
Thank you. Lucas, hi. Have you been waiting long?
Not really. Hello, Mitch. Felicia didn't say you were coming along.
Is there a problem?
No, I just didn't tell Mrs. Hobbs there would be 3 of us.
Is that who we're meeting?
Yes, she handles the children. She should be here any minute.
Gosh, I didn't know I would be this nervous.
Don't worry, I'll handle everything.
You know, you don't have to.
I've done it so far.
Listen, I understand that you're going to be working with Iris Wheeler.
Yes.
It's funny you didn't say anything to me about it.
We had more important things to talk about.
Did Iris mention that I had accepted her offer as staff photographer?
Congratulations.
She said it was your idea to use unknowns.
Yes, but I know she looked at a lot of portfolios.
I was talking about models, not photographers.
Oh, of course.
So the two of you are going to be working together. That should be exciting.
I'm looking forward to it.
Likewise.
Good afternoon. I'm Mrs. Hobbs.
Mrs. Hobbs, thank you for seeing us. I'm Felicia Gallant. This is my husband, Mitch Blake.
Hello.
And I think you know Lucas.
Yes. How may I help you?
Well, we heard that in the past, your agency helped to arrange adoptions for children brought to you by a Captain O'Malley.
O'Malley?
Yes, he was a police officer on the south side of Chicago.
When was this?
Over 20 years ago.
O'Malley, yes.
Good.
Do you keep track of the children? I mean, where they're placed?
We kept records of every child adopted through this office.
Thank God.
The papers are all here, right here in this room.
It was 1966, 23 years ago. I had a child. It was a girl. And she was taken from me at birth.
Taken?
Yes. I was told then that she was stillborn, but now I know that's not true.
I was there. I held the child.
You're the father?
Yes.
My aunt took the baby and gave it to Captain O'Malley for adoption.
And you didn't know?
No, I didn't. Neither one of us knew. Lucas thought that I raised our baby.
Oh, I see.
Luke and I just met recently, and that's when I learned that my baby lived. And the adoption was arranged for by this Captain O'Malley.
You're sure she was adopted?
Yes.
Mrs. Hobbs, we want to find our daughter.
And you're hoping to trace the girl through our records?
Yes.
I'm sorry to disappoint you, but those files are completely confidential.
Oh, just like the adoption was legal and above board, I suppose.
Yes, to the best of my knowledge. Yeah, my best advice to you is forget about finding the girl.
We are the parents. We never consented for any adoption.
As far as I know, the girl was put in a good home. They always are in this office. It was so many years ago. Can't you let it go?
No.
Please, Mrs. Hobbs, can't you help us?
Oh, I'm sorry. I can't.
It's a pity.
Are you trying to bribe me?
Oh, of course not. I wouldn't do that. I'm just compensating for your time.
Oh, don't bother. It won't work.
We both know how to play this game.
I don't play games. Keep your money.
Why don't you just take it as a charitable donation? All we want to know is if there are records pertaining to our daughter in this room.
If I wanted money, I would have gone into another line of work.
Mrs. Hobbs, we only want to know if she's happy. Maybe she wonders about us. It's possible. Maybe she wonders why we gave her away.
I'm sorry.
Wait a minute.
Oh, please wait. Mrs. Hobbs, please wait. Are these your children?
Yes.
They're beautiful. Then you know how we feel. If your babies were taken from you, I know you'd do anything, wouldn't you, to get them back? Here.
Thanks.
Cass brought it by.
Why don't you sit down? I've been thinking about what you said.
Hey, listen, I'm sorry if I embarrassed you before.
Stacy, this isn't gonna work out.
What isn't?
You and me.
I'm not gonna let Cass ruin a friendship.
It's more than just Cass.
No, but you said that Cass told
Most
you
of the
not...
people that you hang out with drive me nuts.
Like Courtney? She's a good person.
She's a cop.
Yeah, I meant to talk to you about your conversation with her the other night.
Yeah, I know what she thinks. See, me and the police, we just rub each other the wrong way.
Yeah, but she's a good friend of mine.
Look, I've been on the run since I was 10 years old. The cops, to me, are the enemy.
Okay. I can understand how you might feel that way.
They never gave me any breaks.
Yeah, but she's a lot more than just a cop.
Not to me.
I'm not gonna tell her about Noah's death. I promised you and Felicia I would keep that secret.
Yeah, I trust you. I just don't trust her.
Yeah, but you can trust people without getting burned.
Like your brother.
You know how you don't like people to make judgments on you by first impression? Well, you do the same thing.
No, I don't.
Come on. When you see a guy in a business suit, don't you think you know exactly what his life is all about?
No, I have a pretty good idea.
Well, don't you think that he can imagine what life on the street is like?
Okay, you make your point.
Derek, you ought to give people a chance to get to know you.
And that's gonna make them like me?
Worked with me.
You're different.
I'm not different. I bet a lot of people would like to get to know you.
You don't give up, do you?
Think about it, okay? Look, it's very simple. I have to deliver this appointment book in person.
Well, then come back. There's nobody up there.
Oh, couldn't you please let me in? I know Mrs. Wheeler would be very grateful.
Yeah, right.
Are you gonna make me come all the way back here? I come from Sioux City.
Well, that's your problem. Okay. Let me get you a cab, ma'am.
Get one for me too while you're at it, okay?
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Rachel will be down in a minute. Come on, I want to talk to both of you.
Well, what's wrong?
Well, nothing. Nothing new, that is.
Grandma.
Why don't you try to get your mother out of the house, try to get her involved in something?
Why?
Why?
Grandma, come clean.
Okay. Rachel thinks that, there's something wrong about your father's death.
Like what?
Does she think something happened?
Well, no, she doesn't really think it.
I don't understand.
She's having a hard time accepting it.
Well, I know exactly how she feels.
Well, that's just it. She doesn't feel. She's thinking. She's looking for reasons, and she isn't going to find any.
She still hasn't let go yet, has she?
No, she hasn't. I talked to Felicia about it.
And what did she say?
Well, we have both lost our husbands, and there are stages that you go through.
And you think that Mom isn't?
No, she isn't, not yet. There's a grieving period, and that leads to a healing process.
But it's still early.
Early for what? Early for dinner? When do we eat?
Oh, very soon. What about cold fruit soup for Allie? Do you think she'd like it?
Oh, sure, she'll love it.
Well, sure. She loves fruit.
It sounds delicious.
Well, it is going to be delicious. Exactly what Mac would have wanted.
What if there was a chance that you could never hold your children again? To love them and to comfort them. To watch them grow. To know them, to know who their friends are.
1966. These files are strictly confidential. Of course. Nobody is allowed to see them except employees of this office. Is that understood?
We understand.
Good. I have to leave this room to take care of another matter. I'll be back in 5 minutes.
Thank you.
Easier than I thought.
We were just lucky, I think.
Nothing to do with luck. This one's born too soon.
Yes, this one, too. This is a boy.
Wait a second.
What?
This boy, the birth date this is the same. A girl born in Chicago to initials FG.
Fanny Grady.
You think this could be it? 7 pounds, 3 ounces. I didn't know that.
When was she adopted?
The same week. Given to an R.B. Palmer. My God.
It's okay. It's okay.
This is beginning to be so real, isn't it?
Is there an address for this R.B. Palmer?
Yes. An address and a number right there.
Now, don't get too excited. All this information, I mean, it's not current.
It doesn't matter, does it? You think maybe it's her, that we found her?
Hi. You still talking to me?
Barely.
I'm sorry, I was a jerk.
It's Derek you owe the apology to. What's that?
These are photographs of a stakeout at Lucas's place.
What's up? Did Frankie find out something?
This isn't about Lucas. Frankie thinks this is Nicole's car.
Nicole's car. At Lucas's. I don't get it. I'm lost.
Frankie thinks that Nicole has been following her.
But why?
She has some crazy theory because she discovered the truth about Jason's death.
Oh, so she thinks Nicole is out to get her.
Something like that.
Well, what do you think? I mean, is it that crazy of a theory?
Michael thinks that Nicole needs psychiatric care.
Do you?
Frankie, in her own sensitive manner, said that Nicole has gone off the deep end.
But what did she say?
She accused Nicole of throwing the cherry bomb into her car.
What?
I mean, it was the 4th of July. She's reading too much into all of this.
What if she's not?
Who the hell asked you?
Nobody. But it seems pretty obvious to me that Nicole can shoot Jason. She could hurt Frankie.
Killing Jason was an accident.
Lying about it wasn't.
You just stay out of this.
Wait a second, Cass. Think about this. Okay, Nicole is reeling from what she did. The guilt she must be feeling is more than enough to put anybody over the edge. Maybe, just maybe, she could be after Frankie.
But why?
That's all you're gonna say?
It wouldn't get her anywhere.
You don't give a damn about Frankie, do you?
Sure, I care about Frankie.
But not much. I mean, you're still thinking about Nicole. And Frankie's the one that saved you.
Oh, yeah, Frankie was the angel of truth, wasn't
She
she?
was a hell of a lot more than that.
All Frankie cares about is being right.
Then why would she spend all night taking care of you?
The hell is he talking about?
Who do you think found you after you passed out in the park?
Wait, Frankie? She was the one who called me?
Yeah. And I'm starting to think now maybe she shouldn't have.
Hello? Anybody home? The door was open, so I just let myself in. Vivian! Look, Vivian, Cass Winthrop sent me over with Mrs. Wheeler's appointment book. I'm returning it to you. Wow, what a place.
If you think you have drama, dive into Melrose Place for all of the bed hopping, partner swapping, evil scheming, and sneaky scamming. And that's on a good day. Today at 6, only on SoapNet, the new way to watch soaps.